Hey everybody, Pastor Matt here. Happy Thursday to you. I'm going to be bringing you your gold nugget from the book of Acts today. It is very simply this. It's found in Acts chapter 3, and it talks about Peter and John went up to the temple to pray. And here's what I want you to know about that. Peter and John, these are the two top tier apostles. They'd been with Jesus. They saw him be crucified. They saw him be raised from the dead. They saw him be ascended into heaven. They were filled with the Holy Ghost in the upper room. They were about as spiritual and as godly and as full of God's power as anybody has ever been. And in that, these two mighty men of God, the Bible tells us they went to the temple to pray. You know, we've gotten away from, in our church culture, at least here in the United States, of having a prayer culture in our churches. And I want to challenge us. It's okay to pray in church. It's okay to go to the church to pray. It's okay to pray together in an assembly. You know, recently I've called this 21-day fast for my people, and I've even asked the people in my church to fast every Thursday, to give up 2 whole meals on Thursdays. And every now and then people kind of get the attitude of, well, who's the pastor to think he can do that? Well, the pastor is a man of God. And the pastor has a responsibility for his flock to challenge his flock to be the best Christians they can be. And it is the will of God, demonstrated here by Peter and John, that Christians ought to pray together in church. It's the will of God. Jesus said, my house will be called a house of prayer. We ought to be praying. We ought to be fasting. We ought to be reading the Word. That's not spiritual abuse to ask people who call themselves Christians to assemble and pray and read and live out their faith. So today, if I could give you a gold nugget, it would be this. We need to pray. We need to pray in church, and we need to pray together. No matter how spiritual we are, we never outgrow our need for prayer. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
If you like this video, like and share, and follow my dad on Pastor Matt Ministries.